didn't want to give us nothing. So therefore, we got to go take it. I don't need to say no more. Give me my darn theme music.
Yeah. As I said before, and I'll say it again, I told you. I tried to told you. There was an ass whooping waiting for the Packers at the link. But welcome to the DY Prize channel. I'm your guy, DY Fly. What it do? You see it there on the screen. I don't know what this brother was thinking. What's his name? Kashawn Nixon? He said, I put it on my sexuality. I'm gay as hell if we lose this game.
He a fan.
Well, this is the same guy who fumbled on the very first play of the game. Coughing up balls. Obviously, his head wasn't in the game. It wasn't in playoff mode. It was thinking about some penis, some salad tossing of some sort. Just a bad all around performance from this guy to say something like that. Yeah, bro, you gay. But my Eagles win 22-10. Could have been worse. Should have been worse. But it's all right. We're going to get into it. Turn this off real quick. Turn this off. Yeah, man. Your boy's playing hurt today. I'm just trying to push out this video. Give my thoughts on the game right quick. But yeah, man, the Packers, we packed them up, put them in the dirt. And this weekend was beautiful. All right. It was beautiful for Eagles fans for a lot of different reasons for this win. But this weekend was the death of the arm talent hacks. All right. Yeah. What's his name? Jordan Love. Justin Herbert.
Shut the fuck up!
All of them. Get them out. I can't believe that we have people that actually, they were in the game. They've studied the game. They've coached the game. They've quarterbacked the game. And they're sitting here trying to justify why the Packers would win. Because of a quarterback that can throw real far or throw real good, you know? Like, come on, bro. Like, when I know that some people have some sort of bias, but it becomes blatant when it makes you look just thoroughly retarded, yo. Honestly. Like Steve Mariucci, right? Taking the Packers. Now, we know he has ties to the Packers from way back in the day, but, and you know, he's overall a likable guy. He's a good personality, TV personality or whatever. But no, man, you picking the Packers because you trust Jordan Love over Jalen Hurts? Hold on. Jalen Hitman Hurts.
The excellence of execution.
Because of what happened last year with the Cowboys? First of all, the Cowboys aren't even in the playoffs. Second of all, Jordan Love's been playing like shit for weeks. And yet, I'm worried about Jalen Hurts rust or whatever. I don't know what he's gonna do. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna come back and win. That's what he's gonna do. Kurt Warner, same thing.
Shut the fuck up!
I'm tired of his ass. He keep tweeting out about my quarterback. Then he goes on TV and says look, you can't. Everybody says that we have a roster from the top down that's better than everybody's. But they're saying that one person's going to hold them back.
Shut the fuck up!
Let's see. Michael Strahan. Now, we all know that he's big blue to the core, all right? But come on, bro. You know better than this. You know better than this. Or maybe you don't.
Shut the fuck up!
Terry Bradshaw, you know, he's in love with these quarterbacks too. The Jordan Loves, the Justin Herberts, or whatever. And I'm just so happy. And you know what? Stay tuned to this channel because we're going to have a funeral. We're going to have a funeral service for the 4 horsemen of the Brad Pitt quarterbacks, all right? That means, but stay tuned to this channel because we're going to have a funeral service for the 4 horsemen of the Brad Pitt quarterbacks. That means Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, and then the big one, Josh Allen. We're going to have to wait for that one, all right? We're going to have to wait, and he's not going to go out easy, but we're going to take care of that when we get there. And Lamar and the Ravens can put that man in the dirt this weekend. But yeah, all these guys, they go against the grain. They pick against Jalen Hurts when you have 2 of the greats, meaning Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, that say, nah, we're going with Jalen Hurts because they know what it takes to win. And even if you can't put your finger on it, on why a guy gets the job done, he gets the job done. All right? He gets the job done. And Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, they recognize that and they give Jalen his props. They don't really be picking against him like that. In fact, a little video came out with Peyton Manning. They asked him, yo, who you going with? He said Jalen Hurts. He said they were 1 pass interference away from Jalen Hurts being a Super Bowl champion. And someone like Peyton Manning, they remember stuff like that because they know they've been screwed by, other players on their team not making the necessary to play for them to win. So for him to point that out, I think that's big of him. And, that just shows that a lot of these talking heads, they just be talking. But it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, as far as Eagles fans that are actually fans of the Eagles and fans of Jalen Hurts, look, man, the only way we can shut everybody up is if we win a Super Bowl. A Super Bowl appearance will strengthen our claim or whatever. But the only thing that'll end conversations, that'll really just shut everybody up, is if we can point to that ring. Just point to the finger and be like, look, your quarterback ain't got one of these unless you're Patrick Mahomes, right? And you slip one in there. If you're a fan of the Rams and you got Matt Stafford as your favorite quarterback, which I've never met one. I've never met a fan that Matt Stafford's their favorite quarterback. And if you're claiming that, you're lying.
Shut the fuck up!
But that's the only way we can end these conversations. Going back and forth, proving all these pundits wrong. Acho, Chase Daniel, Kurt Warner, all these dudes, Daniel Orlovsky, even though, we got some video of him saying that it's not really Jalen's fault about the way the game was played yesterday. The only way we can shut all this up is if this team 2024 Eagles wins a Super Bowl. All right. So we got to hope and pray they get it done. But yeah, let's get to the game. You see it. Green Bay 10, Philadelphia 22, and it could have been worse if Saquon would have gotten that touchdown. You know, I was trying to look right. If he would have got that touchdown, I would have been looking real good because I predicted the score was going to be 27-13. That would have made it 29-10. You know, just giving you tomorrow's news today. That's what I do. But you see it. This game, it was kind of weird. We had a law for the first play of the game. Oren Burks. Let's give a shout out to Oren Burks. Yeah, man. He has caused a couple turnovers in the past couple weeks, and he's been everywhere. All right, and we're gonna get to him when we get to Nakobe Dean. All right, but he caused the first turnover of the game. We get the ball. That's having an extra possession. So Jalen Hurts, he hits Jalencarter in the back of the end zone. So it was looking good early, and then it just kind of we hit a lull. And the Saquon in the run game, it was going good. Like, look, if we run the ball to the left side, we are money. We're money. I don't know what's going on with Kellen Moore. I don't know what's going on in his head. I don't know if he's sabotaging Jalen Hurts or the team, but that dude, he's mid at best. I don't know why anybody still wants to give him a job after all these years. We're going to get into, some of the nuances of the game, but Saquon, he had 25 carries and 119. Could have had more, of course. Dallas Goedert, he had the stiff arm, the Norwegian stiff arm, just put dude in the dirt. Yeah. That was a great run. I just he gets a definitely shout out for that. Devontae, he made a couple plays. Ajbrown, he had one catch for 10 yards. We'll get to him in a bit. Yeah, man. Jordan Love, he had 20 completions, 33 interceptions, or 33 attempts, 212 yards, 3 interceptions, and 2 sacks.
You ain't balling, you pump faking.
Yeah, bro. I don't know why people were picking this dude. Apparently, I don't know. They hate the Eagles. That's obvious. But Josh Jacobs, shout out to Josh Jacobs. Yeah, he really did have a commendable game. He had 81 yards, a long of 31, and he carried pretty much our whole team. Now, about that, three receptions, 40 yards, and that long of 31 where he carried the whole team. It's like, bro, I don't want to see. Look, we reverted back to what we were before the Tampa game, or during the Tampa game. Remember the Tampa game where we were missing tackles all over the place? That's kind of how we played yesterday, and it could have been a lot worse for the Packers if we were really on point. So we need to clean that up. Other than that, the Packers really couldn't do anything. Jaden Reed pretty much shut down, 4 receptions, 46 yards. It looked like he was making some noise, but you know what? Everybody was on it. Dontavian Wicks, he's not good. Nobody else made any plays. Tucker Kraft, 5 receptions for 26 yards. I mean, I could have came off the couch and did that. So, fumbling all over the place. Interceptions. We had 4 turnovers. But yeah, to just to highlight some of the good, Zach Bond, your defensive player of the year. Yeah. He was everywhere. He was causing, he's a tackling machine. Got an interception. Darius Slay got an interception, played that fade route beautifully. And then Quinyanamo Bay, they were picking on him a bit, and then he got an interception at the game. So, shout out to Quinyanamo for getting his first interception of his career and in the playoffs. Yes. Reed Blankenship, he was bringing the wood, putting people. Oh my God, this game, it really was like a body bag game. Like, yeah, we put people in body bags.
Get him a body bag!
Yeah, this is the body bag game part 2. A lot of people got hurt in this game from the Packers, and I keep telling people, like, I know my team is tough. So yeah, you're gonna have to have the medical team on point that Sunday, because we putting people out of the game. All right, and as soon as the offensive line for the Packers got hurt, it was a wrap. Because you saw holding plays, holding calls all over the place. Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, Ajomo, they started making noise in the backfield. But yeah, we were putting people out of the game.
You know something? The one thing I hate more than a couple cowards is a couple cripples.
Hulk is a piece of garbage. That was unnecessary, but yeah, bro. I know my team is tough. All right, I know my team is real tough, but yeah, Quinyon Mitchell. I want to give a shout out to Jake Elliott. He hit a couple field goals, and I think what helped him was him doing kickoffs. So shout out to Jake for coming through. He came through when his number was called. He came through and he delivered. So the bad in the game. Yeah, we talked about a little bit. Kellen Moore, just not. I don't trust that dude, yo. I don't trust him. His play call, like, Jalen Hurts had to audible out of plays to get us into better plays. And apparently, I was going to say that Jalen had a tough game, but listen to one of these haters say it from their own mouth. Hold up.
Everyone's going to sit here and go, and that's why I sent out a tweet yesterday. Like, the conversation around Jalen Hurts is going to be really interesting, because there's going to be a lot of people saying, man, Jalen Hurts didn't play well. That's totally incorrect. My biggest concern is no one got open yesterday for the Philadelphia Eagles. They were absolutely gloved up by Green Bay defensively. Jalen had nothing else to do with the football. The decision-making was on time. The decision-making was crisp. The way he threw the football was crisp, except for one step or a one-step slant to AJ Brown at some point in the third quarter. My biggest concern with all this, and again, it is not Jalen Hurts. I thought Jalen Hurts didn't look rusty at all. My biggest concern...
You heard it there. Dan Orlovsky, he said it wasn't Jalen Hurts. It was the wide receivers. So, maybe Jalen is fine. I think he's fine, but I thought maybe he had a tough game. But if you get the all 22, which I don't have, maybe you might see a different story. So, yeah, the bad with this game, stopping the run. The run game looked kind of leaky. I mean, I know Josh Jacobs, he was a man on the mission, but the the run game, it did look kind of leaky or whatever. So, you know. Nakobe Dean, he was carted off the field. He had a knee injury or whatever. So, just want to give a shout out to him. He played his heart out, and he's come back with a couple injuries this year. And do I think we can still win without him? Yes, but it makes it that much tougher. All right. Now, Oren Burks, I do like Oren Burks. He does cause turnovers, but I think this game was good for him because in the playoffs, everything is faster. He's going to have to step up and play better because he was out of position and he missed a couple tackles in the Packers game. So he's going to have to play better. But yeah, man, anything else? Yeah, Nolan Smith. Oh my goodness. Nolan Smith was everywhere. Look, man, he has a high motor. Like, you know, the white boys, the country white boys that just be, who go hard on every single play. Like, that's Nolan Smith. That is Nolan Smith. 8 tackles, 5 pressures, 4 hurries, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. Look, man, we have some solid edges between Josh Sweat and him, and then we get pressure up the middle. As long as Jalen Carter keeps his mind in the game and he doesn't miss his gaps, we gonna be all right, yo. The edge, that was one of the question marks that we had coming into the season. It seems like that has been answered, and he stepped up big time. So shout out to Nolan Smith. Yeah, Quinyon with his first interception. You see it. Big time to seal the game. Let's see. Look, man, I know it's fun or whatever to go back and forth. This is to Eagles fans, yo. I know it's fun to go back and forth with Cowboys fans and Cowboys content creators, but look, man, Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts, they're 2 different levels. There are levels to this, all right? And I don't want to go back and forth about Dak or the Cowboys. They're in purgatory right now. As long as Jerry Jones is alive, they're stuck. All right, we have bigger fish to fry with that dude down in DC. They have a quarterback, all right, and he can play. He can play. I'm not trying to hear, oh, he's just a rookie. Nah, man.
Fuck that!
He can play. So we need to give respect where respect is due, and you know, he's the one that we need to worry about, not everybody else. I don't care if Jalen Hurts has more playoff wins than Dak Prescott. Who cares? Who cares? Dak Prescott isn't somebody that impresses me. He has never impressed me. All right? Yeah, we passed that, man. We ain't on that. Yeah, man, that's all I got. We gonna have a funeral for all these Brad Pitt quarterbacks. Yeah, yo, we put them in the dirt for all these bums talking about, oh, arm talent.
Simple Simon ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, man, we getting rid of all that. All right, we gonna have a funeral service, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, man, that's all we got. We're trying to figure out if we're gonna play. Let's see. Since Washington beat the Tampa Bay Bucks, these bums, we're gonna see if we're playing the Rams or the Vikings, and that's at the link next week. All right. So the Rams or Vikings, we're gonna see who we play, and yeah, man. That's all I got.
Nigga, you gonna get down or you gonna fucking lay down?